Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Canton Sportsplex in Canton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of tonight's high school varsity girls hockey contest as part of the round of 32 of the 2025 MIAA Division I State Tournament. Today's contest pits the hosting 5th-seeded Bishops of Archbishop Williams High School against the visiting 28th-seeded Brookline Warriors. Well, Brookline certainly happy to be here in the dance. The first time since I started covering this team that Brookline has posted a winning season and made their way into the state tournament. The Warriors finishing with a record of 10 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw in the regular season. A 3-win improvement over the previous season where they finished 7-13 and missed the playoffs altogether. Big step forward for Brookline. Meanwhile, the Bishops of Archbishop Williams have championship aspirations on their mind, coming in as the 5th seed in this tournament after a strong season going 16-4-2. This should make for a fun first round. Obviously, on paper, big advantage to Archbishop Williams, as you would expect from a 5-28 first round contest. But you know what I always say, we don't play these games on paper, we play them on the ice. And one of the unique things about hockey is it really is, you know, as one of those low-scoring sports, it's something where, hey, all you need is for your goalie to get hot and have a really good game, and you could potentially compete with anybody. It's one of the beautiful things about the sport, so we will see what happens here tonight. This game slated for a 7:10 p.m. start time. I imagine the teams will come out on the ice soon for their pregame skates. For now, I am happy to thank our local sponsor for today, as this broadcast is once again brought to you in part by Esch Dental, located right in Coolidge Corner. Book your next dental appointment with local dentist and BHS sports parent Dr. Brandon Esch for the non-corporate personalized dentistry our community deserves. Call 617-566-0103 or go online to eschdental.com to find out more and book your appointment. Once again, that's 617-566-0103 or go online to easchdental.com. And you can find that link and phone number in the description section of this video down below. We'll be waiting for the teams to come out on the ice before we go through the rosters, but for now, as always, I encourage audience participation throughout this broadcast in the simplest form. If you like this broadcast, hit that like button. If you like my stuff on this channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Pardon me. Dry air at a cold rink. But as I was saying, in the vein of encouraging audience participation, if there's anything you'd like to say during this broadcast, I encourage you to say it either in the live chat or by sending me an email. If you're watching YouTube on your computer, then you should be able to see the live chat system where you can post whatever notes you like. Could be as simple as go Brookline or go Archbishop Williams. No matter who it is you're rooting for, we always appreciate fans bringing the good vibes and showing support in the live chat. You could get a little more specific with your shout-outs. Shout out your favorite player. Maybe you're tuning in to watch a family member or a friend and you want to give them your love and support in the live chat. You could let us know where it is you're tuning in from. That can be fun with these online live streams that can be watched all over the world. Sometimes we hear about people tuning in from different states or even different countries. I know in past games this year, we've had folks tuning in from all over, even as far away as the land down under in Australia. So always fun to hear about our fans from a distance. And then on the more important side, if you notice any technical difficulties with the live stream, if the video seems like it's getting choppy, or if the audio's not coming through clear, you never know. It may be something I don't notice on my end. Maybe the sound sounds fine in my headset, but it's actually not coming through fine for you guys watching, in which case, speak up and say something. It might be something that is an easy fix. And then, of course, if I am messing up the names of any players, maybe my first guess on pronunciation is wrong, I encourage you to let me know and correct me, again, either in the live chat, or if you're not able to access YouTube's live chat system, you can send me an email. You can see my email there in the bottom right corner of your screen. I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to be a problem. It's not a big deal. Well, you're not causing a problem. You're doing me a favor because it helps me just in terms of my peace of mind to know I'm getting names right. And it's important to me that I get the players' names right because I want to give these young ladies the best coverage I possibly can. So again, don't hesitate to say something. And perfect timing. Here come the officials. And soon to follow, I imagine, will be the players. Once again, thank you for tuning in to this MIAA Division I State Tournament Round of 32 Girls Hockey Contest. As out onto the ice come the home team, the 5th-seeded Archbishop Williams Bishops. Let's go through the roster. I know my camera angle's a little tilted here just so I can be able to see into those corners. I apologize for that, but it's the best view we're going to get right now. Let's go through the roster for Archbishop Williams. Going in order of jersey number for the Bishops. First off, we have a senior goalie, number 1, Kate McLeish. Next, an 8th grader, number 2, Emma Tomalonis. A freshman, number 3, Julie Murphy. A senior, number 4, Shay Nolan. An 8th grader, number 5, Mackenzie Lima Tower. A junior, number 6, Aaliyah Greenwood. An 8th grader, number 7, Cam Katopoulos. A senior, number 8, Caroline Batchelder. A freshman, number 9, Mackay Thornton. A senior, number 10, Lily Donovan. Okay, looks like we got our connection back. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully that's the last of our technical difficulties with the video. 1 second, folks. Okay, where was I in the roster? I don't know where I cut out. So you know what? Let's start over, and let's start with the team that has come out now on our left, the 28th seeded Brookline High Warriors. Going in order of jersey number for Brookline, first off, we have a senior goalie, number 1, Aurora Charbonneau. Next, a junior, number 2, Emma Lurie. A sophomore, number 3, Lila Gorman. A freshman, number 4, Izzy Zhang. A freshman, number 5, Rosie Zucker. A senior, number 7, Casey McCarthy. A sophomore, number 8, Jordan Gifford. A sophomore, number 9, Selena Charbonneau. A freshman, number 10, Katie O'Connor. A senior, number 13, Shayna Chin. A sophomore, number 14, Serafina Ritzenthaler. A junior, number 15, Clara Tebow. A freshman, number 16, Mari Cessity. A senior, captain, number 17, Izzy Pice. A senior, captain, number 18, Soo Jin Koo. A sophomore, number 20, Caitlin Wilson. A senior, captain, number 21, Etta Reed. A senior, number 22, Birdie Hawkins. A freshman, number 23, Gigi Hawkins. A junior, number 24, Caroline Hughes. A sophomore, number 25, Caitlin Schlager. And a sophomore goalie, number 33, Jacqueline Solove. Head coach of the Brookline High girls hockey team is Sarah Schwensfire. So that's the roster for Brookline. Now let's start over here for the home team, the 5th seeded Archbishop Williams High School Bishops. Going in order of jersey number for the Bishops, first off we have a senior goalie, number 1, Kate McLeish. Next, an 8th. Okay, looks like I got it back. I'm sorry, folks. We're having a lot of trouble with the Wi-Fi out here in Canton, but they're introducing the starting lineups right now. But we're going to do our best with what we get here. Been having a lot of trouble here with the Wi-Fi, but we're about to get the national anthem and then the opening puck drop. Okay. So far, so good with our live stream. I'm going to abandon our scoreboard cam for today just because we're having so many technical difficulties early. And so I'll try and keep us up to speed on how much time is left in the period as best as I can. But we'll be running a manual score bug, as you can see in the bottom left corner of your screen. Hopefully the Wi-Fi stays strong. My phone hotspot, the Xfinity hotspot, the a Rink Wi-Fi, none of it's been working. Big shout out to the folks at My Hockey Live for being so generous and allowing me to share their network, which is working so far, and hopefully it keeps working and it doesn't cause any problems for them or anything like that, and we're able to go smoothly. But shout outs to them for being so generous and helping out with this. Team's getting ready to take the ice here for the first of 3 15-minute periods in the net. It's a senior wearing number 1 for both teams. Kate McLeish for Archbishop Williams. Aurora Charbonneau for Brookline. Here we go. Warriors and Bishops in the round of 32. We begin. Face-off is won by Brookline. They try and move it through the neutral zone, but it's taken away by Archbishop Williams' number 11, Catherine Lacey. It's dumped into the Brookline end by the Bishops. Chasing it down around back, I believe that's Jordan Gifford trying to send it around the boards. Katie O'Connor trying to move it along. Or no, that was Sujin Koo, excuse me. The Bishops trying to move it back. They do get it into the Brookline end. Off the boards, sent off the boards for Koo once again, but disrupted, and it's taken back by the Bishops. Big hit from number 22, Emily Fleming on that play. Brookline trying to clear again, but no dice. As the forecheck from the Bishops still strong. Puck loops around the far corner. Pass around back, gets away from Fleming. Flex out, controlled by number 3, Julie Murphy. Sends it around the back, battling for it. And it's knocked loose into the corner, chased down by, I believe, number 2, Emma Tomalonis. Pass there was blocked by the Brookline defense. Sujin Koo manages to muscle it out to the neutral zone just barely, but it's taken back by Izzy O'Brien. Dumps it back in as both teams trying to commit to a line change. While the puck is in the Brookline end, Koo couldn't quite clear that one, but it's recovered by Izzy Pice. Pass gets away from Selena Charbonneau, taken instead by number 9, Mackay Thornton. Dumps it into the Brookline end, around the back. The Warriors take it, try and clear, and they do get it out. And that is going to be icing. First minute and a half of action. Archbishop Williams asserting themselves as the higher seed here. Maintaining possession in the Brookline end. Now off the face-off, it's knocked back to number 10, Lily Donovan. Tries to send it down the corner, disrupted, but taken around the back by, I believe, number 16, Kate O'Toole. O'Toole pass around the back, finds a target. And now a pass and a shot is saved. Shot was saved by Aurora Charbonneau. Kate O'Toole got a nice point-blank chance there, but Charbonneau covering the angle well. Face-off goes to the near side boards. Brookline does clear it out, and they're going to say a deflection, so no icing. Chasing it down along the back was number 6, Aaliyah Greenwood. Sent back around the other way. Pass up the line, deflects, and now knocked loose by Brookline, I believe, by Selena Charbonneau. Gets it to Clara Tebow, who dumps it in as Brookline commits to a line change. Archbishop Williams with control of the puck. Pass goes a little too far, and it's going to be taken by Etta Reed, who whiffs on the pass there, but manages to inhibit the advance from number 13, Izzy O'Brien. And now the puck goes over the benches, and we'll have a dead puck face-off. And this will be a face-off in the Brookline end with 12:23 on the clock here in the first period. Face-off, quick shot, too much traffic, and Brookline clears it out, no icing. Chasing after it for the Bishops, number 18, Kendall Nolan. Now the Bishops trying to work on the clear from behind the net. Pass deflected, but does get to Julie Murphy, who pushes it forward. Chased down by Etta Reed, but the clear blocked there by Murphy. Murphy staying with it. Knocked back by Brookline and out to the neutral zone, where it's recovered by Nolan. Kendall Nolan, long pass, finds Murphy across the blue line. Murphy weaving, looking, shot deflected well wide of the net. Izzy O'Brien chases it down. Pass across the slot, disrupted by the Brookline defense. Recovered by Nolan. Sent around the back to Emily Fleming. Fleming cut off by the Brookline defense, and a nice wave out to the neutral zone, and a pass across just out of reach for Clara Tebow. And now this one intercepted by Shayna Chin. Gets the pass up to Mari Cessity, whose pass misses Clara Thibault. Cessity does get it into the attack end after a couple nice advances. Now a long push from Archbishop. Williams is actually going to go for icing. Bad timing there as they timed that push in the middle of a line change. 11:06 on the clock here in the first period. Apologies that the near side, right side corner is going to be a little bit blocked off. Not much we can do about that. Face-off won by Brookline. Quick shot is in! G.G. Hawkins! Would you believe Brookline is on the board first? Unbelievable. A simple face-off win, and Hawkins deposits the long shot in the bank. And that cash money gives Brookline a 1-0 lead. My goodness, G.G. Hawkins, the freshman. I don't know if that's her first high school career goal or not, but either way, her first career playoff goal at the very least. And what a time for it. Brookline, the 1-0 lead. Goal scored by G.G. Hawkins. I'm not sure who got the face-off for the assist. That's one I'll have to go back and look at the tape for. But for now, Brookline unable to clear it out. The Bishops trying to assert themselves, but a whiffed one-timer by number 8 for the Bishops, as now they are battling along the back. That pass slightly off the mark, too disrupted by the Brookline defense. Brookline trying to take it the other way. Clara Thibault trying to muscle it through, cannot. Battle for the puck. Around the blue line, it is pushed into the Brookline end. Still up against the boards as it goes around the back, corralled by Katie O'Connor. O'Connor being pinned by Shay Nolan. Several players battling for this puck, and O'Connor recovers it. O'Connor trying to wrap it around the corner. Still pinned to the boards, coming out with it. A long shot is saved by Aurora Charbonneau. The shot attempted by number 6, Aaliyah Greenwood. Nine minutes and 55 seconds on the clock here in the first period. Brookline leading Archbishop Williams 1-0 off the goal by G.G. Hawkins. Face off, long shot kicked aside by Charbonneau. Shot attempted by Cam Katopoulos. Now a pass across, long insert, saved by Charbonneau. Almost a putback chance for Izzy O'Brien, but just missed her stick after the insert by Lily Donovan. Now it's taken back by Murphy. Murphy weaving around one. A shot saved again by Aurora Charbonneau. You can tell that Archbishop Williams is going to control possession in this game. And Brookline, having taken an early lead, they're going to go as far as Aurora Charbonneau, and their defense can carry them. Face off, scrumming for the puck. Brookline pushing it out to the neutral zone. A long push by Clara Thibault is going to go for icing. 9:24 on the clock here in the first. Another face off, corralled by Brookline. They're trying to get it out. They do get it out to the neutral zone as it slides past Katopoulos. Chased down instead by Kendall Nolan. Wraps it around the boards. Pinned to the boards. And Izzy Pice fights to keep it in the Bishop's end, but it's recovered by Kendall Nolan. Long pass for number 5, Mackenzie Lima Tower misses. Taken instead by O'Connor. Pass across, tapped forward, tapped back. And it is recovered Once again by Gigi Hawkins. Pass across to O'Connor, sends it forward, taken back by Katopoulos. Sends it down to the Brookline end, chased down by Gigi Hawkins. Off the boards, gets it up to her older sister, Birdie Hawkins. Caroline Hughes now backhands it across the blue line. No icing, chased down by number 9, Mackay Thornton. Pass back and forth along the back. Thornton pass forward for Shea Nolan. Disrupted there by Caitlin Wilson, but they do get it to the neutral zone. Hughes trying to push it forward, and now Hawkins manages to whip it back into the Bishop's end. Around the back, taken now by Archbishop Williams as Brookline commits to a line change. And now a steal. Shayna Chin trying to pass it, disrupted. Cessity takes it around the back. Pass misses, but now stolen back by Chin. Chin battling, lost the puck along the boards. And the Bishops come out with it. And just disrupted was Shea Nolan. Jordan Gifford coming in on the help defense to prevent a potential breakaway there. Now battling along the boards for the puck. Chasing it down in the corner is Fleming. Pass misses. Disrupted and now taken by Thornton along the blue line. Pass forward to Fleming. They get tangled up. And now Brookline comes out with it. Pass blocked, but Tebow still pushed it forward again. Knocked back by Lily Donovan. No icing as Jordan Gifford will corral it for the Warriors. Wrapping it around the corner. It's blocked by O'Brien. Now several players battling for it in the corner. O'Brien got it. Pass back. Slides it across. Long shot wide of the net. Recovered. Fleming couldn't jam it in. Didn't have the angle. Fleming now weaving around with it. Backhand shot redirected, but a kick save by Charbonneau again. O'Brien taken away by Wilson, and now a pass off the boards. It's a self-pass for Selena Charbonneau, but she doesn't have the speed to get back there. It's taken back by Kate O'Toole. O'Toole skating with it. Pass disrupted and blocked a second time by Caroline Hughes. Now recovered in the neutral zone by Selena Charbonneau. Pushes it into the Bishop's end, but it's pushed right back out. O'Brien along the end, taken by Gigi Hawkins. Pass across, gets away. But it's chased down, and now, whoa, hard physical play. And I do believe Sujin Koo is going to go to the penalty box for that one. And Archbishop Williams will have the night's first power play. Oh, okay, Mike's back. Sorry about that. Boy, we're having a time with our technology tonight, folks. Bishops with the puck behind the net on the power play. A pass to the slot could not be knocked in as Brookline clears it out. Sujin Koo serving a 2-minute minor for tripping. A minute and a half left on the power play for Archbishop Williams as they're hoping to tie it up. Moving it through the neutral zone. Shuffled along by Julie Murphy, but taken back and cleared right back out by Gigi Hawkins. Kate McLeish leaves it for Izzy O'Brien. O'Brien skating with it through the neutral zone, across the blue line. Oh, mistimed it! Offsides, Shea Nolan got that back skate just across the blue line before the puck. And so it'll be a neutral zone face-off with 1:06 left on the power play. Lucky break for Brookline there to slow down the advance of the Archbishop Williams power play. Face-off is won by the Bishops. Slid across to Cam Katopoulos. Katopoulos dumps it into the Brookline end. Ricocheting around. Chased down by Colleen Sansoni. Pass back, forward again. Pass to the middle, and a shot, and a save at point-blank range by Charbonneau, and another save by Charbonneau! Katopoulos had a great angle for the shot, but Aurora Charbonneau standing tall here in the first period. 43 seconds left on the penalty. Puck's recovered by the Bishops. Around the back, I believe that's O'Toole. Pass back. Disrupted, but recovered again. O'Toole slides it across to Katopoulos. Long shot saved by Charbonneau. Recovered by number 11, Catherine Lacey. Lacey charging in with it, trying to weave around. Pass back to the point. Long shot into traffic. It doesn't even reach the net. Too much traffic. O'Connor wraps it around the boards for Brookline. Katopoulos keeps it in the attack end. 10 seconds to go in the penalty. Now this is Sansoni. Pass back, Katopoulos, long shot, saved. It might have gone off the post. I'm not sure if it went off the end of the stick as Brookline kills the penalty. Sujin Koo, fresh out of the box. Can't get to the puck in time to prevent the icing call. But Brookline survives the first power play of the night. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the first period. Face-off won by the Bishops. Quick passing, long insert, wide of the net. Chased down the corner by Brookline, but Gigi Hawkins can't quite clear it out, but Sujin Koo gets it to the neutral zone. Izzy O'Brien slides it across to Aaliyah Greenwood, and now a long insert is covered up by Charbonneau once again. Aurora Charbonneau having a big impact for Brookline early in this one. Face off. Shot, too much traffic. Now it gets pushed into the corner. Gigi Hawkins taking it along the back, turns around. Pass was deflected, but does get through the middle. Brookline does get out to the neutral zone. Selena Charbonneau with it. Pass blocked, but across the blue line. Almost cleared out by the Bishops. Instead corralled by Donovan. Donovan pass along the back end, and a long pass right to Shay Nolan as she comes off the bench. Blocked by Gigi Hawkins, so Nolan whips it into the Brookline end. Around the back it goes, into the corner. Pass goes back, Katopoulos, shot blocked and goes up into the metal rigging in the ceiling, and that's going to be a dead puck. Three minutes and 7 seconds left. And Brookline really needs one of those potential counter chances to just bounce their way so they can try and get some more offensive pressure. Battling along the boards for the puck. A lot of pushing and shoving between the players. Coming out with it, the Bishops, but the pass was blocked. And Katopoulos blocks it at the blue line. Deflects over to Caroline Batchelder, but her shot goes wide. Recovered by Shay Nolan. Nolan skating past Katopoulos. Long shot cut off by Charbonneau. Rebound corralled by Lacey, but lost the puck behind the net. Backhander by, I think, O'Connor moves it along. Now pushed along the back by the Bishops as they commit to a line change. Brookline trying to get it out. They cannot. Batchelder blocks it, sends it high over the bar. O'Toole off the bench, corrals it. Pass back and now around. Gets to Sansoni. Sansoni's pass misses. But recovered by, I think, by maybe Donovan. Now Sansoni pass around to O'Toole, trying to come around the back, disrupted by the Brookline defense. Pass across, Sansoni coming along the back. Gives it over to, I believe, Donovan. Donovan trying to sneak around the corner. A pass misses, and Brookline with a chance to move, but all they can do is get it out to the neutral zone. It's taken back by Kendall Nolan as Brookline commits to a full change, but the Bishops trying to take advantage. Oh, a hard collision prevents the advance, but she gets the puck back and pushes it wide. That was Mackenzie Lima Tower who had the big chance there, but Brookline just barely gets back in time. Skating with it now was Jordan Gifford. Pass is pushed all the way down to the Bishops' end. Chasing it down are the Bishops. Brookline couldn't quite complete the advance there, but a ricochet off an attempted pass. Now intercepted in the neutral zone by Brookline. Skating with it is Tebow. Tebow advancing, long shot, glove save by Kate McLeish. A minute 11 left to go here in the first. And now an offensive zone face-off for Brookline. And they again push it to the net, but this time McLeish covers it up as Sujin Koo got a stick on that one. Brookline just trying to get what shooting opportunities they can. Off the face-off. It's corralled by the Bishops. Minute to go in the period. Outlet pass finds its target. The Bishops in transition. O'Brien stopped by the Brookline defense, and they clear it out to the neutral area. Taken now by Kendall Nolan. Long pass finds Julie Murphy at the blue line. Murphy corrals the puck, pass across O'Brien, shot saved by Charbonneau. Pice trying to wrap it around, pushed back by Katopoulos. Off the deflection, Gigi Hawkins couldn't clear it. Katopoulos again, long shot, deflecting right in front of the net, and Charbonneau covers up the puck. A wild ricochet as that went right up in the air, right in front of her face, and she just had to fall on that puck. 26.9 seconds left here in the first. Off the face-off, the puck gets pushed wide of the net, chased down by Shea Nolan. Nolan gets the puck to a teammate. A shot is saved by Charbonneau. It was still alive, but they blew it dead. Oh, you know the Archbishop fans are going to be livid about that one, as the puck looked like it was cleanly caught by Aurora Charbonneau, but it just squirted out of her grasp and was dangling right in front of her pad, right in front of the net. But the whistle blew the play dead. Bad luck for the Bishops. Puck again dangling right in front of the net, but again the Bishops can't get a stick on it. And Brookline will end the first period unbelievably with a 1-0 lead. And you can see how hyped the Warriors are, rallying around their senior goalie, Aurora Charbonneau, who had a tremendous first period, keeping Archbishop Williams off the scoreboard. And of all players, it was the freshman defender, Gigi Hawkins, who's got the game's lone score so far in this one. Our score at the end of one, the 28th seeded Brookline Warriors 1, the 5th seeded Archbishop Williams Bishops 0. As we go into this first intermission, I remind you this broadcast is brought to you in part by Esch Dental. Does anxiety keep you from seeking the dental care you need? You are not alone. Esch Dental gets it. They get you. Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner offers many options for management of dental anxiety. Go online to eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103 to book your consultation. Once again, eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103. All that information is in the description section down below, where you can also find a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Girls Hockey Booster Club. And you can also find links related to our local charity spotlight for today, Brookline Cares. Brookline Cares is a volunteer organization run by Brookline High School students, which seeks to raise awareness and funds to help people experiencing homelessness. Brookline Cares works closely with an organization called the Empowerment Plan. The Empowerment Plan hires and trains those experiencing homelessness to manufacture their special type of coat, known as the Empower Coat, which can double as a sleeping bag. The coats help to keep those struggling with homelessness warm during the colder months, while the jobs manufacturing those coats can help break the cycle of homelessness through gainful employment. Over the past 3 years, Brookline Cares has purchased and distributed over 200 Empower coats and 1,000 pairs of Bombas socks to local community organizations and emergency departments that care for the homeless, and you can help them bring more warmth to those in need. Down in the description section of this video, you can find a link on the website classy.org where you can donate money to the Brookline Cares team, supporting their efforts to purchase more Empower coats. Or if you're a student interested in joining Brookline Cares, you can find another link, this time to Brookline Cares' own website on wixsite.com, where you can find more information about the group and how you can contact them. Once again, check out the links in the description section below and help spread the warmth with Brookline Cares. All those links and phone numbers I just mentioned can be found once again in the description section of this video down below. And if you know of any local businesses or charities that you think could benefit from the extra visibility on these live streams, then I encourage you to get them in touch with me. But for now, at the end of 1, Brookline 1, Archbishop Williams 0. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, going to take a break and mute the mic, but I will be back with the second period of this game. Stay tuned. Hello again, everybody. Back on the mic, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from the Canton Sportsplex in Canton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the second period of this MIAA Division I State Tournament round of 32 girls hockey contest between the 28th seeded Brookline High Warriors and the 5th seeded Archbishop Williams Bishops. Brookline with a surprise 1-0 lead after one off a goal from the freshman defender Gigi Hawkins and a spectacular performance in net from Aurora Charbonneau. We'll see if Brookline can keep that going here in the second period. Still a lot of hockey left to play. This one shuffled along by Sujin Koo into the Archbishop end. Bishops trying to move it, but a pass is blocked there. Brookline applying some forecheck pressure. Number 17, Alexis Galvin skating with it, lost control. Brookline actually asserting some pressure here as that pass misses Shay Nolan. In the neutral zone, lost by Caitlin Wilson, pushed forward by Nolan, but chased down by Shayna Chin. Chin wrapping it around the boards, corralled by Galvin. Now moved forward, taken back by Brookline, but that pass intercepted. Charging in, long shot by Caroline Batchelder, and a pad save by Aurora Charbonneau. Now around the boards, chasing after it, Sujin Koo pushes it forward, and no icing as it's going to slide all the way down after a deflection off the stick of Batchelder. Batchelder leaves it for Aaliyah Greenwood. Greenwood's pass intercepted in the attack in by Izzy Pice, but it's knocked back by Galvin. Pushed forward by Jordan Gifford, but walled off by the Bishops. Now Izzy O'Brien skating with it, trying to wave around, lost control of the puck. In the corner there, battling for it, bit of a blind spot for me. Izzy O'Brien comes out with a pass, just misses her target. Taken at the blue line by Kendall Nolan, swings across long, shot turned aside, might have been redirected wide. Now the Bishops looking around, pass back to the point to Nolan. Nolan passes it back down to the corner. O'Brien trying to fight for it and lost it, knocked loose by the Brookline defense. Taken back at the blue line by Kendall Nolan, but shot goes off her teammate as the Bishops have to recollect themselves in the neutral zone, but it was Cam Katopoulos who lost control of the puck there. Boy, not sure if the surface might have gotten messed up and not properly cleaned off or something. But now Kate O'Toole trying to press the issue for the Bishops. Lost the puck, taken back by a teammate. Pass right to the slot, and we've got a penalty call. Not sure if that was a high stick or a hold or something, but it'll be against Brookline. Penalty against number 20, Caitlin Wilson. She will serve the 2-minute minor here with 12:50 on the clock in the second period. Face-off won by the Bishops. Pass across to Emily Fleming, sends it down to the corner. Shay Nolan, a approaching shot was blocked high and over the crossbar. Now battling along the boards. Pass. Batchelder sends it around the back to Nolan. Nolan across. Finds her target. Slid back to O'Brien. O'Brien, the insert, redirected. Saved somehow by Charbonneau. A great redirect in front of the net by the Bishops, but Aurora Charbonneau able to block off the shot. And once again, we saw it might have been a bit of a quick whistle there as Charbonneau's had some trouble holding on to the puck and has gotten away with it a couple of times thanks to some quick whistles from the officials. The Archbishop fans really unhappy about that. 12:22 on the clock here in the second, a minute 32 on the clock for the power play. The officials now having a word with the Archbishop bench. Now here we go, the face-off. Goes to the near side boards, corralled. A shot from Julie Murphy was blocked by Brookline. Brookline can't quite clear it, stopped by Izzy O'Brien. Pass across, Fleming, long shot, goes wide of the net, might have been kicked aside by Charbonneau. Still controlled by the Bishops. O'Brien, pass found into the slot, but Caroline Batchelder couldn't get a proper shot off. In the corner, it's Batchelder. Gets past to Shea Nolan. Pass back to Fleming. Back up to Nolan. Now back to Fleming at the point. Back to Nolan. Nolan, shot saved by Charbonneau. Aurora Charbonneau with more strong efforts between the pipes for the Warriors. 52 seconds left on the power play for Archbishop Williams. This is their second power play of the night so far. And this time they're trying to come away with a score to tie it. Brookline trying to maintain the lead. Kate O'Toole lost in her skates, and it's cleared out by, I believe, Etta Reed. Puck's chased down by Kendall Nolan. Nolan holding it behind the net. Surveying her options with 35 seconds to go on the power play. Leaves the puck for her teammate, O'Toole. O'Toole advanced it into the attack end, but puck was too far out in front of her. It chased down by Jordan Gifford, who wraps it around the boards. Selena Charbonneau sends it back around the other way. Chasing after in the corner, several players. Bit of a blind spot for me, but it is taken by the Bishops. Katopoulos clumsily gets the pass to Kendall Nolan. Pass to the corner to Catherine Lacey across the back. A pass. We're back at even strength. It's knocked in. Archbishop Williams able to tie it up in the chaos. Just as the penalty ended, there was a scrum in front of the net, and it was number 11, Catherine Lacey, who ultimately poked home the equalizer. Brookline trying to argue something with the officials. Maybe trying to argue there were so many bodies in there that it interfered with Charbonneau's ability to stop the puck, but that's not an argument they're going to win. And we are all tied up at 1 apiece. One to one the score with 10:45 on the clock here in the second. And it's a whole new ball game. Battling along the boards for the puck now in the Brookline end. Katie O'Connor comes out with it. Pass goes off the back of its intended target, but it is pushed forward by Shayna Chin. Controlled now by Mackay Thornton. Tries to get a pass up to the neutral zone. They do. Long pass intercepted by Brookline. This pass blocked by Shea Nolan. Now corralled by, I think, number 5, Mackenzie Lima Tower, who sends it around the boards. I think that's Bertie Hawkins with the puck, sending it forward, but blocked along the boards. Ricochets. Kendall Nolan recovers across the blue line. Skating down behind the net, coming around the back. Backhand pass, misses, gets through to Emily Fleming, who gets a shot. It's stopped right in front of the crease. No one able to poke it home on a second chance. Puck in the corner now, pass along the back. Izzy O'Brien trying to sneak one in and stopped by Charbonneau. Another shot goes wide. Now Brookline trying to clear it out. They get it out to the neutral zone where it's taken by Nolan. Kendall Nolan sends it forward. Long shot caught by Charbonneau. 9 minutes and 24 seconds still left in the second period. And Brookline no longer able to simply say, okay, we got the lead, we just have to hold on. They don't have a lead to hold on to anymore. They've got to find a way to generate some offensive pressure and give their defense a break. Off the faceoff, it's taken by Brookline. Gets out to the neutral zone, but it's knocked loose, recovered by Kendall Nolan. Nolan gonna skate all the way down behind her own net. Outlet pass finds a target. Oh, but Sansoni has blocked the blue line. And Selena Charbonneau sends it around the back to Clara Thibault, who couldn't quite corral it. Katopoulos pushed it away, blocked by Jordan Gifford. Sent around the back. Nolan with it again, pass up to Sansoni. Blocked again by Caitlin Wilson at the blue line, but now it gets pushed out to the neutral zone. Corralled by Gifford. Gifford sends it off the boards. No icing. Now it's icing. Gifford just barely behind the center ice line. And no one could get a stick on that one to prevent the icing, and so Brookline's offensive chance ends there. Off the face-off, ricocheting around, now an approach, and that shot goes off the outside of the net, but a backhand pass right into the slot. Insanity around the net, but it is covered up again by Aurora Charbonneau. The initial advance came, I believe, from Caroline Batchelder. Her shot was wide, hit the outside of the net. She managed to corral it and get a pass right into the crease, but in the chaos, nobody could knock it home for the Bishops. Now the Bishops trying again, but no target for the pass there. Recovered by Greenwood. Into the corner they go. Now going along behind the net. Shea Nolan pass misses Lacey. Chased down by Batchelder. Pass to the point. Long shot saved by Charbonneau off the attempted long shot from Galvin. Eight minutes and 7 seconds on the clock here in the second. And we'll have another face-off in the Brookline end. Face-off corralled by Izzy O'Brien. She takes it around behind the net, trying to sneak one in the corner, and it's blocked by Charbonneau. Off the face-off, corralled by Brookline this time, but they can't get it out. Blocked at the blue line there by Greenwood. Now again coming around the back. Looking for a passing option as O'Brien tries the shot wide of the net. The putback chance is walled off by Charbonneau, and now Brookline's taking it the other way. Clara Thibault blocked by Greenwood. They're battling along the boards for it. Bodies go flying, sticks go flying, and the puck goes flying all the way to the stick of Izzy O'Brien. O'Brien weaves around a defender, charges in, and scores. Izzy O'Brien took advantage of the one-on-one matchup with a defender. In fact, it was more one-on-two, but really it was functionally one-on-one, and Izzy O'Brien with just the nicest toe drag to give herself an open look at the net. Really not much Charbonneau could do about that one. And just like that, the Bishops have the lead. Now the Bishops on the attack again. A poke check knocks it loose, but it's recovered. Taken around the back by, I believe, O'Toole. Tries to jam one in, not there. And on the second chance, still not there. A Charbonneau, another save. Now battling along the boards. Pass forward gets to O'Toole and trying to advance through. Lost the puck. Shot blocked. Another shot blocked. Goes off the glass. Moving along. Failed clear. Long shot. O'Toole high and off the glass again. Corralled now by Pice. Pice long pass finds Cessity. Cessity taking off. Cessity charging in. Couldn't control the puck. It's knocked loose by the Bishops' defense. Taken back in the neutral zone by Jordan Gifford, who whips one off the boards. Charging in, Selena Charbonneau couldn't get there in time as the Bishops get there first to prevent the advance. Quick passing gets it up to Shea Nolan. Shot was blocked there, I think, by Gifford. Now skating with it, Selena Charbonneau. Charbonneau trying to push it forward, disrupted by the defense, so no icing. Controlled by Kendall Nolan now behind the net. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. The Bishops lead the Warriors 2-1. Off the boards taken by Batchelder. Pass back to Nolan. Nolan lifts a high one, pushed forward by Batchelder into the Brookline end, and it's going to be covered up by Aurora Charbonneau. Brookline was able to generate a couple of near offensive chances there, but Archbishop Williams with some strong get-back speed for their blue liners, able to neutralize every potential threat. Kendall Nolan inserts, deflects, and it's right in front of the net. Charbonneau trying to block it. They're trying to take it around the back, but they're blocked off. Gigi Hawkins had it for a second. Shane Nolan battling for it. A couple players in there battling for it. Coming out with it now is Lacey. Lacey pass misses Nolan. Oh, a hard hit into the boards, and that is going to be another power play for the Bishops. Unfortunately, the Brookline defender just kind of slipped, lost her footing, and it caused her to hit the Archbishop Williams player and take out her footing right by the boards. And when you're that close to the boards, you're not going to get the benefit of any kind of doubt. You know, that's a safety issue. They're going to call that penalty every time. And so it will be Caroline Hughes going to the penalty box to serve a 2-minute minor for Brookline. Third power play for Archbishop Williams. Technically, they have not scored on the power play yet, although they scored just after one had ended for their first goal of the night, but still technically counts as an even strength goal. Along the back, Julie Murphy looking around, pass along the back, another pass, and Murphy missed it just wide. Beautiful passing by the Bishops, but they couldn't get the shot they wanted, or they couldn't get it to go the way they wanted at least. Pass back, O'Brien just lost it. And now Brookline able to clear it out. Puck is parked by McLeish, left for O'Brien. O'Brien's pass disrupted, goes off a ref's skate, but it is corralled by Emily Fleming. Fleming dumps it into the Brookline end. Poked loose by Gifford, but recovered by Fleming. Pass back to Batchelder at the point. Batchelder winds, fires, save by Charbonneau. Into the corner. Pinned up against the boards. And it's blocked to the blue line by O'Brien. Pass forward, finds Sansoni, and a point-blank save by Aurora Charbonneau. Keeps it a one-goal game for now. 47 seconds left on the penalty. 4:05 on the clock for the period. Brookline trying to keep this a one-score game on the penalty kill. Off the face-off. Up against the boards, pass gets out. Deflected by Brookline, but recovered at the blue line by Katopoulos. Pass deflected, intercepted by Brookline, but they can't clear it out. Instead, the Bishops get it back to Katopoulos, slides it across to Kendall Nolan, sends it forward. Pass along the back, they try and give it back to Lacey, lost it, shot, saved by Charbonneau, and they couldn't get another shot off. Couple of mad ricochets, and now Birdie Hawkins gets it barely out to the neutral zone with 10 seconds left on the penalty. Batchelder settling down behind the net. Or no, that was Nolan, excuse me. Now back at even strength as O'Toole dumps it in. Back to 5-on-5 as Brookline successfully kills the penalty. And that pass intercepted out of the air by number 5, Mackenzie Lima Tower, and I think they called offsides on Archbishop Williams. For a second, I was worried that Brookline was heading right back to the penalty box just after they killed that penalty, but no, it was an offsides call. And even 3 minutes left here in the second. Bishops lead the Warriors 2-1. Out of the faceoff, it's taken by Selena Charbonneau. Across the blue line, pushes it around the corner. Pinned to the boards, battling for the puck. Still fighting for it. Wrapped around, Lima Tower couldn't quite corral it. Gifford, a long shot, dangles right in front of the net, but Brookline couldn't quite get it in. And now the Bishops take it back. Batchelder skating end-to-end with it, weaves around a defender, charging in, shot goes wide of the net, recovers her own rebound, pass back, and it's Shane Nolan knocking it in. We've seen Caroline Batchelder make that same move before where she sends a shot well wide of the net, but then just chases it down herself behind the net and dangles a backhanded pass right in front of the net, and this time she had a teammate in perfect position to drive that one home, and that was Shay Nolan. So the goal from Nolan makes it 3-1 in favor of the Bishops, as the higher seed absolutely playing like it, and now the scoreboard reflecting it, with the 5th seeded Bishops holding a 2-score lead over the 28th seeded Warriors. Brookline trying to skate out with it. Shayna Chin with the puck. Just has to kind of dump it in. Around the back it goes. Mari Cessity giving chase, but Brookline committing to a line change. Pass intercepted in the neutral zone by Gigi Hawkins. Dumps it into the Archbishop end. But now the Bishops trying to come out with it. Blocked the blue line, blocked a couple of times. Brookline trying to come out with it. A shot is saved by McLeish, as I think that was Caroline Hughes who managed to get that shot off. Off the face-off. Bishops with the puck. Now this is Sansoni sending it along the back to Kendall Nolan. Nolan's pass gets through to Katopoulos. Sends it forward to Sansoni. Now dumps it into the Brookline end. Around the back, Katie O'Connor chases it down, but the clear blocked by Katopoulos. Now pushed around by Lima Tower. Brookline tries to clear, blocked again by Lima Tower. Skating around the back, stopped by Charbonneau, but recovers her own rebound. Gets the pass across to Sansoni. Sansoni manages to get a pass across to, I believe, O'Toole. Leaves it. Coming around the back, the pass blocked. Now a pass gets through, but the shot goes wide. 40 seconds to go here in the second, as Brookline clears it out. Sujin Koo chasing after it and corrals it, but can't stay with it, as again Brookline forced to commit to a line change after a long defensive shift. Long outlet pass blocked by Selena Charbonneau. Charbonneau tries to pass, but it's not there. Taken around the back instead by Shay Nolan, who gets it out to the neutral zone. Taken back by Selena Charbonneau, who gets hit, can't get an advance off. Jordan Gifford can't stay with the puck. It's taken away by O'Toole. Pass across to Lima Tower. Lima Tower dumps it in. Off the back end, taken around the back now by Brookline, and that is going to end the second period. Our score at the end of 2, perhaps a little more what was expected. At the end of 2, Archbishop Williams 3, Brookline 1. 3 unanswered goals for the Bishops. The first one from Catherine Lacey on a chaotic scrum in front of the net. And then the go-ahead score from Izzy O'Brien after a nice toe drag to get around a defender. And then the last one scored by Shay Nolan off a very nice assist from Caroline Batchelder. As we go into the second intermission, I remind you this broadcast is brought to you in part by Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner. Esch Dental's vision is to make your dental appointment an experience to look forward to. Boutique means on-time appointments. Boutique means high-tech. Boutique means integrity. Go online to eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103 to find out how you can experience Esh Dental. Once again, that's EASHDENTAL.com or call 617-566-0103. All that information is in the description section down below, as is the link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Girls Hockey Booster Club and the links to our local charity spotlight, Brookline Cares. But for now, second intermission, Archbishop Williams 3, Brookline 1. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm going to take a break and mute the mic, but I'll be back with the third and final period of this game. Stay tuned. Hello again, everybody. Back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from the Canton Sportsplex in Canton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the third and final period of this MIAA Division I State Tournament Girls Hockey Round of 32 contest between the 28th seeded Brookline High Warriors and the 5th seeded Archbishop Williams High School Bishops. The home team Bishops, having scored 3 unanswered goals in the second period, now in the driver's seat as we head to the third and final period of regulation. Brookline staring down what in likelihood will be their final period of their season, but they're hoping they can defy the odds and keep things going. We start the third period. Bishops with the puck through the neutral zone. Caroline Batchelder sends a long pass across to Shay Nolan. Nolan weaves around the defense, charging in, disrupted from behind by Caitlin Wilson to prevent the shot. Gets a pass across to Catherine Lacey, now back to Nolan. Nolan collides with Mari Cessity as they battle for the puck along the boards. Coming out with it now is Lacey. Pass back to the point, long shot saved by Aurora Charbonneau. Shot attempted by Alexis Galvin. The attempt to clear blocked by Aaliyah Greenwood, and a long insert redirected, but redirected wide. Into the corner, they fight for the puck. Several players stuck in that scrum. Trying to knock it loose. Batchelder takes it, pass back to Galvin, shot blocked. Galvin now sends it around the boards. Jordan Gifford going to take it around the back for Brookline. Gifford skating with it through the neutral zone. Gifford blocked in the neutral zone, and the Bishops push it back into the Brookline end. Izzy O'Brien pinned to the boards, and it's taken away by Brookline. Puck lost, taken back by O'Brien. O'Brien lost it, taken away by Selena Charbonneau, who clears it out. No icing as the puck is chased down by Cam Katopoulos. Long pass finds Julie Murphy. Murphy disrupted, but it's recovered by Katopoulos. Katopoulos across the blue line. Shot was blocked, goes wide of the net. Battling for it. Katopoulos managed to get one to ricochet over to a teammate, but the shot from O'Brien goes wide. Brookline with the long clear. No icing. Puck's chased down by Kendall Nolan for the Bishops. Nolan, long pass, finds Murphy. Murphy lost the puck, taken away by Gigi Hawkins. Pass ricochets over to Selena Charbonneau, who gives to Clara Thibault. Thibault across the blue line. Thibault shot saved by Kate McLeish. Brookline benefiting from one of the Archbishop defenders slipping and falling in transition there, but Thibault not able to get much of a shot off on that one. As, whoops, we've got a bit of confusion here on the Archbishop side, substitution-wise, but now we're set to go. Face off. Battling along the boards for it. Bit hard to see as they're still scrumming for it. Knocked loose. Caroline Hughes gets a pass to Birdie Hawkins. Hawkins pushes it wide of the net. Recovered by Hughes. Hughes battling for it in the corner. It's knocked loose. Recovered, I think, by Sujin Koo, but nobody there to take that pass in the slot. Taken the other way by Mackenzie Lima Tower, and I think they called icing. .12:16 on the clock here in the third period. Brookline trying to mount the attack. Face-off pushed into the corner where it's taken by Aaliyah Greenwood. Greenwood's pass disrupted, but the Bishops do get it out to the neutral zone to Lima Tower. Lima Tower dumps it into the Brookline end. No icing this time. Chased down by Gigi Hawkins, gets pass around. Now pass sent back from Tebow. Battling along the boards for the puck now. And a pass dangles in the slot, but it's taken by Tebow. Tebow weaves around one. Now taking off, a 3-on-2 chance. Tebow across the blue line, mistimed, and it's offsides. Mari Cessity went across the blue line before Tebow did, and it results in an offsides. Face off won by Brookline, but the insert is blocked, and blocked again as Katopoulos will now instead dump it into the Brookline end. Around the boards it goes. Oh my goodness, that pass snuck through everybody. And it's covered up by Charbonneau as we see a late hit there from Catherine Lacey, and that is going to send her to the penalty box. Just sloppy on that one. A good couple of seconds after the whistle had blown, and I mean, even if the whistle hadn't blown, potentially could have been a penalty anyway. It'll be a 2-minute minor served by Lacey. Brookline with their first power play of the night here in the third period. Out of the face-off, it's corralled by the Bishops and cleared immediately. Charbonneau parks it for Shayna Chin. Chin's pass gets to Jordan Gifford, but her pass blocked and intercepted by Nolan, who whips it back into the Brookline end. Chin now skating with it. Pass up to Izzy Pice. Pice waves around a couple and gains the blue line. Pice charging in, looking. Pass back to the point is disrupted. Taken away by Emily Fleming. Pass back to the point just too slow, and the Bishops take advantage as they now dump it into the Brookline end with just over a minute left on the penalty. Chin spins away from Fleming. Long pass up, finds its target. That's Selena Charbonneau. Charbonneau cannot get around O'Brien, and now O'Brien taking advantage of the line change, and it's off the crossbar. Izzy O'Brien had a golden chance for a shorthanded goal as Brookline was making a line change, but she misses it off the crossbar. Now Brookline, out of a collision, recovers the puck. Skating with it is Katie O'Connor. O'Connor pass just disrupted as she had a wide open teammate on her left for a potential wide open look at the net. Instead, Brookline has to reset from their own end. Long pass from Wilson misses everybody all the way down to the Bishop's end. It's taken by Katopoulos. Outlet pass finds target. Long pass intercepted now by O'Connor. And O'Connor's pass taken away by O'Toole. And O'Toole scores. Kate O'Toole makes it a 4-1 game on the shorthand. Just a bad pass by Brookline in their own end. They had a couple of passes that just kind of hung on the ice for a little too long, moved a little too slow, and Archbishop Williams took advantage. The shot from O'Toole ended up getting like stuck on the center vertical post of the net. Not often you see a puck stick like that, but it is a good goal for the Bishops as they now lead 4-1. Now, as we go back to even strength, Kendall Nolan dumps it into the Brookline end. Around the boards, battling in the corner for it. Still battling. It's Caroline Hughes taking it through the neutral zone, lifts a high pass. It's swatted out of the air by Corinne Cooper. As we're seeing some of the lower lines get some playing time here for Archbishop Williams. Katopoulos takes it in the neutral zone. Weaving around across the blue line, blocked by Etta Reed. Battling for it now is Emma Tomalonis. Tomalonis sends it around the corner. Izzy Pice fighting for it, but knocked loose. Taken back by the Bishops, pass back, long shot, deflected wide of the net. Still battling for it along the boards. Ricochets several which ways. And now it's taken back by number 20, who's not even on the roster I found online. Brookline still trying to get it out of their own end and cannot. Pinned up against the boards, knocked loose. Taken off the bounce by Gigi Hawkins. Tries to clear, blocked to the blue line, but muscled across by Selena Charbonneau. Taken back by Katopoulos. Her pass intercepted by Tebow. Pushed into the Archbishop end, but it's going to be chased down behind the net by Mackay Thornton. Couple quick passes, gets to Julie Murphy. Murphy stopped on the advance by Sujin Koo, but it's recovered by Izzy O'Brien in the neutral zone. O'Brien across the blue line. Around the boards it goes. Battling right in front of the crease for it, and the Bishops couldn't get a shot off. Now Galvin tries a shot blocked. Ricochets bounces away from Greenwood, and Koo couldn't quite push through. It's taken back by Greenwood. Poke check by Chin. Fleming keeps it on the attack, but now taken around back by Gifford. Sent around, blocked by Galvin. Battling for it. Still battling, and now a pass right in front of the crease, and Charbonneau dives on it. It's so tough. Aurora Charbonneau has given such a tremendous effort in net for the Warriors tonight. But 4 goals allowed is ultimately the only mark that matters. She gave the Warriors a chance after 1, but just couldn't keep that momentum going. 6.5 to go here. Brookline does get it out to the neutral zone. Hughes gets it across the blue line, but lost control of it. Now ricochets around the back. Knocked further around the corner. The attempt to clear blocked by Birdie Hawkins. And now Birdie Hawkins almost had it, but lost it. Recovered by Lima Tower. Lima Tower pass across, finds O'Toole. Disrupted by the Brookline defense. But Lima Tower, or no, Shane Nolan keeps it on the attack end. Gets it down to O'Toole. Battling behind the net. O'Toole coming out with it. In the corner. Skating along the back, looking. Leaves it. Going around the back. Shot blocked there by the Brookline defense as they clear it out to the Bishop's end. Going to be chased down by Lily Downing. Downing sends a pass up to Shane Nolan to try and take advantage of the line change. Nolan blocked by the defense, but it's recovered by Lacey. Lacey takes it around back. They're battling for it in the corner. Just over 5 minutes left in this one, as the Bishops come out with the puck. Pass goes back to Katopoulos at the point. Long insert kicked aside by Aurora Charbonneau. Another nice save from her. This pass just misses, taken away by Selena Charbonneau. Gets a pass across to Sujin Koo. Koo trying to weave across the blue line, and they're going to call an offsides there. You could see the frustration from Sujin Koo as she was trying to fight, trying to weave across the blue line, but as a result, her skates went across the blue line before the puck did, and it resulted in an offsides call against Brookline. .4:47 left to go in regulation here. 4-1 the Bishops lead as the face-off goes to the far side boards. Wilson tries to move it along. Ricochets. Chin manages to backhand it across the blue line, but it's taken back by Downing. Pass finds Tomalonis, who dumps it into the Brookline end. Now sent off the boards by Brookline. Pass goes into the neutral zone, but it's taken back by Greenwood. Gets pass up to 20. 20 trying to wave around. Disrupted by Brookline. Puck recovered ultimately by Chin. Chin dumps it into the Archbishop end. Greenwood corrals it. Greenwood blocked by Caroline Hughes. Hughes tries to pass, nobody there because Chin was completing the line change. Brookline staying with it, but kind of lost it along the boards there. Now battling for it, knocked loose and recovered by the Bishops. Out to the neutral zone, taken back by Brookline. Gigi Hawkins dumps it into the Archbishop end. Taken around the back. I think this is Galvin skating with it. Skating with it. Lost her footing. Goes around the back. Murphy lost it, but the pass intercepted by O'Brien. And O'Brien loses it to a nice poke check from Gigi Hawkins. Now the puck recovered by Izzy Pice. Pice, long pass, ricochets into the neutral zone, taken by Downing. Downing's pass into the corner, recovered by Gifford. Gifford around the boards, that misses everybody. Out to the Archbishop end, less than 3 minutes to go. Here in this one, pass up to Murphy, long shot, glove save by Charbonneau. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock, Brookline's 2024-25 season on the verge of coming to an end. Archbishop Williams on the verge of clinching a spot in the round of 16. Face off. A shot saved by Charbonneau. Oh, but the loose puck is knocked in. Aurora Charbonneau has been having trouble with the puck popping out of her glove all night long. She got a couple lucky breaks with some quick whistles, but no such luck that time, as it's Kate O'Toole scoring her second goal of the night. Five to 1, the Archbishop Williams lead. Off the face-off, Cessity across the blue line. Long shot kicked aside by McLeish. Cessity trying to jam it in on the second chance, but could not. Battling around the back for it. Long pass. Off the boards taken by Sansoni. Sansoni skating down into the corner. Smushed into the boards by Chin. Lost the puck. Chin trying to move it along the boards, but cannot. Now sent around opposite corner. Lima Tower recovers it. Her pass blocked. Still fighting for the puck now. Tomalonis with it. Pass. Clear intercepted by Sansoni. Left for Katopoulos. Pass across long. Shot saved by Charbonneau. Another loose puck. But Charbonneau able to save the second chance opportunity this time. One minute and 41 seconds left in this one. We got one last note in the live chat from Kathy Slade saying, "Let's go Warriors." As I have seen some of the other notes in the live chat. Sorry I haven't been shouting them out so far tonight. And unfortunately, Brookline is going to spend the rest of their season on the penalty kill, as a 2-minute minor is called against Etta Reed. Face-off won by the Bishops. Pass across Fleming. Shot saved by Charbonneau. A minute 33 left in this game. 20 more seconds on the penalty clock, so unless Archbishop Williams scores on the power play, Brookline will finish their season with 4 skaters on the ice. Face-off goes back. Fleming, pass across. O'Brien the insert. Ricochets around. Pass gets back to Fleming again. Across to O'Brien again. Back to Fleming at the point. Back to O'Brien. Insert blocked by Bertie Hawkins. Now a pass back to Fleming. And a nice poke check there by Izzy Pice, but she lost her balance and wasn't able to give chase. Now O'Brien approaching. Shot is saved by Charbonneau. 59.1 seconds left here in the third and final period. Off the face-off. It's corralled around the boards by Gigi Hawkins, and she does get the clear out to the Bishop's end, where it's controlled by Kendall Nolan. Long pass to Lacey, who sends it back to Nolan. Lifts one, misses, taken away by Shayna Chin. Pass across to Gigi Hawkins, sends one forward for Soojin Koo, pressing the issue on the shorthand. Around the boards it goes. Battling up against the boards for it. Clear blocked by Katie O'Connor, but now taken by Batchelder. Batchelder's pass blocked in the neutral zone. Off the ricochet, recovered by Lacey, but offsides. Just 11.3 seconds left, and you know what? The season might be coming to an end for Brookline, but in my mind, they can hang their heads up high after a great season. Their first playoff berth in I don't even know how long, because this is my first time since I started covering the team seeing them make the playoffs. It's been a special, special season for Brookline, and they have so much to be proud of. As the final seconds tick away, one last save by Aurora Charbonneau, but that will be the end of the game. The 28th seeded Brookline Warriors gave a brief upset scare in the first period, but ultimately it will be the 5th seeded Archbishop Williams Bishops who will advance to the round of 16. The final score here at Canton Sportsplex, Archbishop Williams 5, Brookline 1. Like I said, Brookline with a brief scare as they actually got the first goal of the game on a score by the freshman Gigi Hawkins, and then some strong play in the net from Aurora Charbonneau allowed Brookline to take a 1-0 lead into the first intermission. But from there, it was all Archbishop Williams. 3 unanswered goals in the second period, 1 each from Catherine Lacey, Izzy O'Brien, and Shay Nolan. And then in the third period, 2 goals from Kate O'Toole would wrap it up. That's going to do it for this one. I'm not going to linger on this stream too long because I am, like I said, using someone else's Wi-Fi here. But as I said before, there's a lot for this team to be proud of, and there's a lot for this senior class to be proud of. I've been covering this team for 4 years now, and the way this team has been able to grow and turn themselves into a playoff caliber program has been truly something special to watch. And I give my hats off to the full team, but I give a special hats off and a final farewell to the senior class of 2025. Shout outs to that senior class of Casey McCarthy, Bertie Hawkins, Shayna Chin, Aurora Charbonneau, and co-captains Izzy Pice, Soojin Koo, and Etta Reed. Happy trails to the senior class of 2025 for the end of some truly special high school hockey careers. as we see Izzy Pice will be the last Warrior to skate off the ice. Hats off to them. Hats off to the team for a very special season. And thank you all for tuning in and watching throughout this season. It's been such a great experience. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your live chats throughout. Thank you for all your kind words of support. And thank you for your support of Brookline High girls hockey. For the last time, I want to thank Esh Dental for sponsoring us throughout this winter season. Esh Dental, located right in Coolidge Corner. Book your next dental appointment with local dentist and BHS sports parent Dr. Brandon Esh for the non-corporate personalized dentistry our community deserves. Call 617-566-0103 or go online to eshdental.com to find out more and book your appointment. Once again, 617-566-0103 or go online to eashdental.com. All that information in the description section down below. You can find the official Venmo account for the Booster Club down below. Links for our local charity Spotlight, Brookline Cares down below. Some information about me down below in the description section or in the bottom right corner of your screen. My website, my email, my social media. Look out for highlights on social media as always. But I'm going to wrap this one up here. Final score, Archbishop Williams 5, Brookline 1 from Canton Sportsplex in Canton, Massachusetts for the last time in this 2024 to 2025 Brookline High girls hockey season. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching and have a good night.